Welcome to Faith in Focus. The Shevat, the Ceasing of God. Inspired by the Book of Mysteries by Jonathan Cahn. It was the end of the week, and the sun was about to set. The teacher and I were sitting on a hill overlooking the school. Many of the students were finishing up their work and their week to get ready for the weekend. As the Sabbath approaches, said the teacher, the observant among the children of Israel must finish up all their work. Do you know why? Because it's the Sabbath, I replied. But why is it the Sabbath, he asked. The Sabbath is only called the Sabbath because of an event, an act of God. As it is written, God ended his work which he had done, and he rested on the seventh day from all his work which he had done. What is translated as rested is the Hebrew word Shabbat. Shabbat means to cease. On the seventh day God ceased. And from that act, from the ceasing of God, his Shevat, comes the word Shabbat, from which we get the word Sabbath. So the Sabbath is the Sabbath because of the ceasing of God. All its blessings come from God's act of ceasing. But with the fall, the peace of the Sabbath and all its blessings were gone from the creation and from our lives. So then a new Sabbath is required, he said, but only God can bring the Sabbath, and the Sabbath can only come in the ceasing of God. So for God to bring a new Sabbath, he would have to cease, and the timing of that ceasing would have to be linked to the timing of the Sabbath. It was Friday afternoon, the end of the sixth day, not of creation, but now of redemption. And as in the beginning, the sixth day was the day of the completion of God's labors. So the labors of God were completed on the cross, and then on the cross he ceased. He ceased from his labors and his life, the ceasing of God, God's Shabbat. As in the beginning, God ceased, and then came the Sabbath, a new Sabbath, not of this world, and a new peace greater than the world for all who will enter it. How? By ceasing in the Shabbat, the ceasing of God. The mission, learn the secret of Shabbat. Cease with God from laboring, struggling, and from yourself. Enter the Shabbat, the second Sabbath. Genesis chapter 2, verse 2 through 3. And on the seventh day God ended his work which he had made, and he rested on the seventh day from all his work which he had made. And God blessed the seventh day and sanctified it, because that in it he had rested from all his work which God created and made. John chapter 19, verse 30 through 31. When Jesus therefore had received the vinegar, he said, "It is finished," and he bowed his head and gave up the ghost. The Jews, therefore, because it was the preparation that the body should not remain upon the cross on the Sabbath day, for that Sabbath day was an high day, besought Pilate that their legs might be broken and that they might be taken away. Hebrews chapter 4, verse 4, For he spake in a certain place of the seventh day on this wise, and God did rest the seventh day from all his works. Hebrews 4, verse 9 through 10, For he that is entered into his rest, he also has ceased from his own works, as God did from his. The Sabbath entrance.